Floating garrisons are now protecting commercial ships as they navigate through the Sea of Aden into Bab el-Mandeb on their way to the Suez Canal. U.S. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin announced the latest operation while visiting the U.S. Naval Command base in Bahrain earlier this month, the only Arab country to publicly join the military coalition.
You're here to keep the international sea lanes open and to keep global commerce flowing freely. You know, 10 to 15% of global trade moves through the Red Sea. So keeping that trade flowing without interruption or harassment is important for all of our countries. And it's vital to maintaining the rules-based international order.
Despite the U.S. announcement of its latest maritime security operation, Houthi attacks on commercial ships in the region have been limited to targeting a dozen ships causing minimal damage, and only one ship has been completely seized with its crew. The group's leader insists that they are only targeting ships linked to Israel.
The work in the Red Sea, in Bab el-Mandeb, in the Gulf of Aden, and in the Arabian Sea does not target any other ship and does not harm international navigation or the commercial movement of any other country. It only and exclusively targets the Israeli enemy.
The U.S.-led operation is meant to provide umbrella protection so that large numbers of ships can safely move through the Red Sea, a task that John Kirby, the spokesperson for the U.S. National Security Council, says has far-reaching implications for international markets.
A little bit in perspective, some 6 countries border the Red Sea. The Red Sea is a conduit for 10 to 15% of all global trade, 8% of global grain trade, and 12% of global seaborne oil trade. Of this total Red Sea trade, Greek, Chinese, Japanese, and German-owned vessels make up 40 to 50% of transits. All that underscores the dependence that these economies have around the world on the strategic trade. Bottom line is, these attacks have to stop. They need to stop. They're unacceptable. The United States, our allies and our partners, will do what we have to do to counter these threats and to protect these ships.
Details about the operation remain ambiguous, and maritime security experts have reservations about the operation's effectiveness.
Militarizing that area is not, I think, sustainable in the longer term and doesn't come without significant risk. As I've said, it's a very constrained area. If you're going to send ships through with accompanying naval forces, there are issues of potential risk of mistakes happening, or in fact of the insurance companies not being satisfied and still not insuring the ships.
While the U.S. pledges to keep international waters safe for commercial trade, the violence in Gaza will likely fuel further tensions on the high seas. Obaida Hitto, TRT World.